In today's video, I'm going to literally show you how to flip 5K into 50K or more through ads, selling an agency service or B2B service. This is not fluff. We do this time and time again. We've done it for multiple people that are just launching ads the first time or people who have launched ads before and just struggled to get results. We are very good at taking low spend accounts and scaling them up really quickly through ads. And again, in today's video, I'm going to show you everything from A to Z that you need to know if you want to do the same. So let's dive in. So the first thing is we got to do a little bit of mathematics, okay? So we got to do some math here. Now we have 5K, all right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna time this out in 90 days, okay? So we have 90 days to turn this 5K and push it up into 50K plus. So first off, we'll have month one here, okay? So we are gonna put $5,000 into ads. Now let's take our historical average for B2B companies and agency services for a historical cost per qualified call. That is $146 cost per qualified call. We have a lot that are below that. We have some that sell some huge ticket services to very tight niches. So they get like $175, $200 plus cost per call at times, but they're still really ROAS positive because again, they're selling something that's $20, $30, $40,000 at a clip to a very tight audience. But we're gonna take the average for this video here. So you spend $5,000 month one, you're booking in calls at $146 a call. And again, these are qualified calls, so they go through a qualification process and they only report back to the ad platform if they are qualified. That is gonna equal there 34.3 calls on your calendar. That is gonna equal 34.2 calls booked right onto your calendar. Now, obviously not all of those 34 calls are gonna show up. So our dead smack average over our past $2 million in ad spend has been 69.78% show rate. So 69.78% of people across our entire portfolio of clients show up to calls. So this, if we did the math, would be 23.86 calls that actually showed up. So shown calls. Then from there, obviously, not all of them are going to close. So our average close rate over our past $2 million in ad spend for agencies and B2B companies, a lot of these too, by the way, have not closed cold traffic before, is 17.22%. So we now take that here, we multiply that 23.86 by 17.22%, and we are going to get 4.11 closed deals. And all of these numbers, by the way, are literally in a spreadsheet that you can check out down below in the description if you do want to. And we update them in real time too, so the numbers might be a little bit different than what I'm showing you here at this current film date of December 11th, 2025. But again, we update it continuously every other week, so you have real-time data on how good of an agency we are. And by the way, for any of you agencies and B2B services out there, you guys should have something like this that shows you transparent results. Like literally in the spreadsheet, you can click on different tabs and see individual client performance as well. And there's a bunch of screenshots. There's like testimonials in there too, screenshots of ad accounts, all that stuff. It's pretty sick. It's a great trust asset to send before calls. And now on top of this too, our average sale price per client that we work with, so the average cash that they collect on the phone on the closing call, is $73.22. So from there, if we take this and multiply it by 4.11, this is going to equal in new cash collected, 16,740. Okay, so you put in 5,000 month one, you got $16,740.93 back in cash collected. And these are all agency retainers, so they're paying you month after month after month as well. Now, on top of that here, we go into month number two. So what I like to do for month two is I don't want to just stay at the same ad spend. Now, usually during month one, we're already scaling up ad spend as we see closed deals and positive results coming through. But let's just say you only spent $5,000 on month one, you didn't scale budget. But now what we want to do is take these deals that we closed here. We want to take out essentially our cost of goods sold. So our fulfillment costs. And let's just say that our fulfillment costs are 35% of this. So, you know, the labor to actually fulfill in the service, softwares, all that stuff, which would essentially be $5,859.33. And we want to take out our ad spend of $5,000. And you know what? Let's just for fun assume you got a sales team. So you give them 10%, so that's minus 1674. And again, we're being very conservative here because look, if you're at this volume, you shouldn't be paying out a sales team to begin with. You should be doing founder-led sales. But again, I'm going very conservative with this model to show you how it can be done in 90 days. But here we go. So then you take your 16,740.93 minus 5,859 0.33 minus 5,000 minus 1674 that you pay to your mythical salesperson, and you're left net with 420760. Okay. Now, before you go and take this $4,200 and go throw it on red in a casino, this is what I want you to do. I want you to take all of that and add it to your budget for ad spend for month 2. So you're going to take now the $5,000 and you're going to add $4,207.60. So guess what your new ad budget for month 2 becomes? Say it with me, $9,207.60. That is your new ad budget for month 2. This is how we're able to scale companies very fast from a low budget with ads. We don't just take this $4,000 and just chuck it into the void and do whatever the heck with it. We act like when we first launch ads that these first deals, we didn't get any of that profit. It's going right back into the system. So then what we simply do here is we'll run the numbers again. So now we have 9,207.60 in ad spend. So we're going to take that 9,207.60 divided by our cost per call, not assuming it got better or anything, of 146. So 146 cost per call. And this will now be 63 calls on the calendar. Now we'll take our show rate, which was again 69.78%. You know what? Let's even get more conservative here. Let's even get more conservative with this. Let's say that you just flop, right? And you do a 62% show rate this month. You're gonna take 63.07, multiply that, 0.62. This is going to equal 39 calls that showed up. Now we're going to take those, and let's just say, again, our historical average is 17.22%. Let's just say, I don't know, you just suck at sales this month, you're at 15%. Now we take that number times 15. That's going to equal 5.87 new closes. Let's just say you slung a couple payment plans too. So your average sales price this month is even lower, and it's at 3.5K. And your average sales price is even lower at, just make it a clean $4,000. So this right here will be 5.87 times $4,000. That equals $23,480 in new cash collected. So we've made right here $16,000, $740 the prior month. So guess what our total is right now after month 2 of following the system properly and just doing math. We are at $40,220.93 as it stands right now at the end of month 2 in cash collected. So we're almost there, we're almost getting there, but now what we got to do is we got to move into good old month number 3, because again, I told you in 90 days we're doing this. So now here we're going to subtract our 35% for our COGS. We're going to subtract our $9,207.60 in ad spend, and let's just say, again, closer commission. Shouldn't have closers at this point still, but it's all good. Our money there, we're going to subtract all of these. So let's do the COGS first. 23,480 times 0.35. This will be right here, $8,218 in fulfillment cost. So we're going to do 23,480 minus 8218 minus 9207.60 plus 2348. That's going to equal net to you $8,402.40. Now, you did good this month. You're pumped. Let's just say, I don't know, Vegas fund. You took $3,000 out and you want to blow it on red in Vegas and you lose. Sucks to suck, right? Minus $3,000, $5,402.40. Left over after cost of goods sold, closer commission for whatever reason, if you have a closer then, ad spend, and also your Funnel Vegas fund here. Fund, woo. So you take that $5,402.40 and we're going to put it back into ad spend. And here's what we'll even do. We'll even just say we're going to take that $5,000 original budget and we're just going to add this $5,000 $402.40 on, right? And in this scenario, we again would be bumping the spend up month 2, month 1, every 48 to 72 hours, as long as we have good calendar space open, as long as we're profitable on the funnel, and as long as the actual company and the owner is okay with us doing that. But right here now, let's say that we have for month 3, $10,402.40 to put into ad spend. Okay. Now let's just say our ads are getting better and better. We're diving into the actual angles that are working. So we're getting down into that $125 cost per call mark. This would be 402.40 divided by 125. So you're booking in now 83.22 calls. And let's just say you fixed your shit with the show rate issue. So we're back up at 69% times 0.69. You are now going to be at 57.42 shown calls. Now we're going down here. Out of the shown calls, let's say that you closed, again, a little bit lower at 15%, totally cool, times 0.15, you got now 8.61 new deals closed. Let's just say your average sales price still this month is a little bit lower at the 4K mark, ASP. This is going to be $34,452.75 in new cash collected. So overall in new cash collected, we would now be at $74,673.68 in new cash collected. And this, by the way, is just new cash collected. We are not factoring in any way, shape, or form agency retainers that pay you month after month. But in this model, you're signing agency retainers. That's what we help people do. So we're not assuming that, okay? We're not assuming that the people you closed in month 1 in this model pay you in month 2 and then month 3. And the people that you close in month 2 pay you in month 3, okay? So you will make more than this if you follow this model, but this is just new cash collected. And let's real quick just see how much you would make net in good old month 3. So we would take the $34,452.75. We would subtract 35% COGS. We would subtract our ad spend of $10,402.40. And again, let's say for some reason you have a closer. You would now subtract the, let's just make it round, call it $3,500 you gave them. Our cost of goods sold would simply be 34,452.75 times 35%. This would be 12,058, round up to $59. This would be 34. Now your net would be $34,452.75 minus 12,058 minus 10,402.40 in ad spend minus $3,500. That's going to equal net to you $8,492.35 right there. So even having randomly a closer from month 1 all the way down to month 3, which again, you shouldn't have any of that, pretty high COGS and ad spend, you would net, and again, not assuming you collect any agency retainers on this stuff, you would literally in this 90-day window, you'd cash collect over $74,000 and you would net, again, assuming a high COGS plus you randomly spending money on a closer. And also, I forgot about that, the $3,000 for the Vegas fund. 40 plus 4207.60. You would literally net in your freaking pocket, not including retainers. You got to throw money in freaking red in Vegas. $18,102.35 over that duration. So I just want to make this video to show you that's how fast ads can really scale if you do this right. You know, you don't need a massive budget, okay? You just need to have enough budget to sustain something for 30 to 60 days and not be grabbing a bottle of Jack Daniels at 11 a.m. stressed out of your mind. That's all you got to do. And I have a bunch of other videos on this page that will really help you out to actually like tactically run ads. So I have a video right here that breaks down a full guide on how to run ads. It's about an hour long, shows you everything you need to do from A to Z. So the ad creation, the funnel, what to press in the ads manager, all that stuff. And I have a bunch of other videos like the Andromeda video right here, which is super helpful as well for you to go through and just understand how the algorithm works, how to script ads and stuff like that. But right here is kind of the meta framework of how to spend money, what kind of KPIs to expect for running a call funnel for an agency at a low budget, and how you can really scale this thing super fast. So if you want us to do it completely done for you, there's a link down in the description below. We have a 90-day program that we run everybody through that's designed to get you a ton of new cash and a ton of new retainers signed in 90 days. Comes with sales training as well, because we need you to be a sales pro as well so you can sign on deals. And if you want to join our inner circle, it's down in the description below as well, which is our consulting program, which is more of a done with you in DIY style thing. But again, watch those other videos on the channel. start to run some ads, and I'll see you on the next video.